from the Denver Nuggets. Nikola Jokic.
Excited.
So last week, Jokic won NBA MVP honors for the third time in the span of 4 years at that. This put him in the history books with just 6 other players and 1 other center, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Come on now, I mean, no matter how you slice it, that's some crazy company. We're witnessing in real time one of the NBA's best centers climb up the ranks in all-time conversations. However, amidst his success and the success of the Denver Nuggets in general these past few years, I must admit, I'm not sure how good this man's rise to legendary status and stardom in general has been for the league. And I know, right off the bat, this may sound like hate, but it's not the case here. Anyone with eyes can see Jokic's greatness with his insane passing ability, seemingly effortless scoring abilities, and genius mind for basketball. If anything, he should be praised for pushing international hoops forward, since he's living proof that there is indeed some crazy NBA talent overseas. So don't even pull that xenophobic card. I would make a vid like this about prime Dwight Howard for all I care, and he's born and bred on American soil as far as I know. So yeah, it has nothing to do with that. But you see, I believe it's fair to give Jokic his credit while also calling a spade a spade. Now, the voting results say that Jokic won MVP honors by a decent margin, and yet there's a reason many fans find it controversial that he won over solid candidates like Luka and Shea. And then, bruh, Jokic didn't even seem to care when they announced he won. Like, it's damn near a meme at this point. There's compilations on the internet about this man's lack of enthusiasm. When he won the NBA title last year, all he had to say was the job is done. Now I get to be among horses again. Now, nothing against him or his horses, but we must acknowledge how dry this is. I mean, in a sense it's funny, but if y'all gonna give the man 3 MVPs, as a fan, I need more than this. And in this video, we're gonna discuss all of these things, which basically make up what no one wants to really admit about Nikola Jokic. So yeah, y'all go ahead and let me know what you think about this idea. Do you believe that Jokic is a boring superstar? Why not? And yeah, man, really quick before I go any further, what's up YouTube? Plug Speaks back with another video. If you're new, first of all, welcome. Go ahead and sub. Also like the video if you enjoy. I upload quality basketball content, and we're on the ground for 5K, so I most definitely appreciate it. But back to the video. Now, looking back at what Jokic has done this season and the body of work that eventually led to him winning MVP, I can't pretend he wasn't hooping. You know, he played in damn near every game of the regular season with 79 games played, and helped the Denver Nuggets tie with the Oklahoma City Thunder for their best record in the Western Conference. Then he put up his monster numbers per usual with averages of 26 points, 12 rebounds, and 9 assists. I mean, that's damn near a triple-double. What more can I really ask for? And then it was on great efficiency with 58% shooting from the field and 36% shooting from 3. That's tough, objectively, but winning MVP isn't always just about the numbers, right? There always has to be some unappealing circumstances that you overcome to really make you seem like that most valuable player. And when it comes to the Denver Nuggets, Jokic definitely had to overcome some things, such as his right-hand man, Jamal Murray, the second best player on that team. He was unavailable for about 20 games this year due to various injuries, whether it be his ankle, a knee, or something else. So there definitely was a level of adversity for Jokic to overcome. But still, for him to win his third MVP in 4 years, you would think he put up career best across the board, right? At least I would hope so, but nah, he didn't. I mean, you telling me Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can have the season he had, averaging 30, leading one of the youngest NBA teams to the #1 seed in the Western Conference, and having several clutch moments, one of which was actually versus Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. It was damn near a buzzer beater for real. And yet, that's still not enough to beat out someone who already has 2 MVPs. That's wild. I mean, I didn't even mention Luka Doncic, who actually had a chance at winning MVP, a very good chance as well. That's crazy. Let's show him some love. And the reason I just believe it's crazy is because I mean, I thought it was supposed to be harder to get multiple. You know, the reason they say LeBron, no matter what he does, he probably never gonna win another NBA MVP award is because he already has 4 of them. That means he would be getting a 5th. And to get a fifth, like, he damn near had to go 82-0. Like, you gotta do some stuff that you ain't never did before. And Jokic, what he did this season to earn his third MVP, he's done before. Again, it would be different if we were looking at career highs across the board, but it's not. Y'all can check the numbers. And we haven't even really gotten to the part of Jokic earning this narrative of being the boring superstar. Come on now. Kawhi Leonard is enough. I promise he's enough. Like, I know we let him get away with it, but we don't need two of them. We don't need two of y'all. I promise we don't. You see, the rise of Jokic, it started out pretty good. You know, he had humble beginnings. He was a heavily doubted second rounder, was picked up by the Denver Nuggets as the 41st pick in 2014, and basically just had steady progression to become who he is today, which I'm sure most of us would agree is damn near the best player in the NBA right now. You know, he's both benefited from and helped the NBA become the modern league and modern game as we know it, with Big stretching the floor, being encouraged to pass the ball and make crazy reads. And over the past few years, he's just been going crazy. However, in saying that, I must also acknowledge that over the last few years with his rise to stardom, the lack of care towards NBA honors, recognition, and records in general, it's become old. Like, I just said he's the league's best player. How is one of the most prominent faces of the game gonna just not care about recognition in the league which he represents? Objectively though, that's backwards. And listen, I know that sounds controversial, but all I'm gonna say is, man, the truth speaks for itself in how much ratings fell in the recent NBA finals. And by that I mean the 2023 finals, the Heat Nuggets series. Now, I know a lot of people would say it's because the NBA's casual fans ain't really care to see a Nuggets Heat series. And although that may be true to some extent, we'd be lying. Like, we'd literally be kidding ourselves to act like that's the full story. Because yes, obviously that could be true, but man, Jokic does not help his case by coming off as such a boring superstar who doesn't care at all about NBA recognition. I mean, maybe this is bad. I know y'all gonna hate me for this, but peep this example. We're seeing the polar opposite literally right now with the success of Anthony Edwards. He is an exemplary ambassador of the NBA, and he's a guy who I personally wouldn't mind going for 3 MVPs in 4 years, because that's a crazy honor. And primarily because, I mean, I feel like I can trust he wouldn't just shrug it off like it's whatever, especially after beating 2 guys in Shea and Luka who have none. I mean, at this point, I believe Nikola Jokic, he probably gets more fulfillment from feeding his cattle, feeding the horses, than dropping 30 and maybe even hitting the game winner. I mean, he's liable. It's not that crazy if you think about it. But yeah, that's about it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think about this topic. This is not meant to be a Jokic hate video. I'm just calling a spade. But yeah, it's definitely controversial. Let me know y'all thoughts below. And yeah, I appreciate y'all watching as always. Like the sub, share it, sub if new, all of that. I'll see you on the next one, and I'm out.